Hey folks, once again we have a box break, an unboxing, or whatever terminology you would like to use, of the Upper Deck inaugural season 1991. But this one's special. We have the High Series. Uh, the first box I did was the Low Series, and now this one's the High Series. I repeated myself. Anyway, so I have a few more of the Low Series. I don't have any more of the High Series, but hey, if this one proves to be a little bit successful, then I might get myself another one. I got this, I think, on eBay for about anywhere between 15 and 20 bucks. It wasn't too expensive. So if you're interested in getting one for yourself out there, you can easily get one for about the price of a price of a meal at Chick-fil-A or Taco Bell, if you will. It's not that expensive. So there's plenty more expensive cards out there, believe me, because when you started getting into the more recent stuff, I mean, they're going into the hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, and I'm sorry, I'm just not at that level just yet. I'm watching videos where people are trading cards for, $50 or $100,000, and oh boy, that is definitely outside my price range. But who knows? Maybe one day you'll see me in a card show trading for a $100,000 card, or trading with a $100,000 card, but not just yet. I think the card I have in my own personal collection that's probably worth the most is probably, $300 or $400. So yeah, I'm nowhere near that league. But anyway, so we'll go ahead and get it started here. But first, if you like what you see here, you can always hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, you can always subscribe. So we'll go ahead and get started. We have 36 packs. Like I said, it's the High Series. We have the chance of getting an autograph Joe Montana. I think there's also some holograms. The Low Series I opened, I ended up getting 3 or 4 Thurman Thomases, which I just found to be an absolute anomaly statistically. But you know what? I'm not complaining, but it was just quite funny. So let's see what we get here. We'll start off with the first pack. We have a Jared Bunch. I think also there's a possibility of getting a Brett Favre rookie. Oh my goodness, there's something in my eye. It's causing an itch, so I apologize. Neil Smith. Billy Joe Tolliver. Sam Clancy. Oh, looks like we already have a holograph in our first pack here, folks. And I've already got a ding here on the corner. Golly, that's sad. Anyway, Wayne Haddix. Val Sikahama. I think we had him in the Low Series. Quinn Early. And who is this? Watch it be Emmett Smith. No, this is Marcus Allen. Our first hologram is Marcus Allen, and I think I bent the corner there. Unfortunately, I feel bad about that. So, anyway, but our first pack already got a hologram, so that's pretty cool. All right, so we have Keith Van Horn, Jim Harbaugh, Mel Gray, Eddie Murray, and then lastly we have Mark Collins. So I'm going to try and be a little bit more careful opening up these packs. And golly, there's still something in my eye here. So, oh my goodness, I might have to resort to my scissors to open these things up. These are, the worst part about the holograms is that the cards are a lot thinner than the actual main cards. Aerial Threats. Then we have Andre Rison of the Atlanta Falcons. Dalton Hilliard. We have Tony Page. Oh yeah, Andre Rison. Didn't he date Left Eye from TLC? And she set his house on fire. But Harry Hamilton, Carl Wilson. Just random thoughts pop in my head. Was that Toy Cook, Marcus Allen, Lawrence Taylor, Barry Sanders? Look at that. That is an awesome card. I'll put that off to the side there. And sorry, I'm just constantly having to rub my eye here. It's driving me crazy. It's starting springtime here in Atlanta, folks, and I think the pollen is starting to work its magic on me. All right, Dave Maggot. Oh my word, and Richard Johnson. So yeah, here in Georgia, we have a lot of trees, and just as things start getting warm, the pollen starts going crazy, and sure enough, just about everything in creation is covered with yellow pollen, and that started, and I think that's what's bothering me here. So I'll try my best to power through it here. All right, another aerial threats with the Miami Dolphins. We have Emmitt Smith. Look at that. Another awesome running back. Not a huge fan of the Cowboys, but you know what? I have to give them props. Emmitt Smith was an excellent player for them. Let's see. Eric McMillan. Jeff Bryant. Eric Green. Marcus Paul. Let me fix that card. I don't know why I put it that way. Marcus Paul. Oh, Lorenzo Lynch. Oh, looks like we got another hologram. Golly, this is the third pack. I'm starting to like the high series, folks. Art Monk. Okay, let's see. Who is this one? Looks like it's somebody from the... It's James Brooks from the Bengals. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. I'm trying my best not to bend it, so... Wow. 3 packs, if I count correctly, and we have 2 holograms. Really liking this high series. Lemuel Stinson, Jeff Bryant, Tony Page, Jacob Green, and last, Mark Duper. So far we have 2 awesome running backs and 2 holograms. I like those numbers. I would love to open up some packs of recent seasons, but man, this video would be all of 5 seconds, since the packs have like 3 cards in them. It's ridiculous. Alvin Harper, Kevin Green. Oh, what am I doing? I'm just being silly here. Harold Green. Wonder if they're related. Then we have Steve Jordan. Then we have John L. Williams. Then we have Bubba McDowell. I'm gonna put this over here. Let's see who we have. We have Aaron Jones, Bert Grossman, Michael Irvin, another Cowboy, and and Heavy Sweater on ESPN. Golly, he's got some serious sweat glands there. I've seen him sweat through a 3-piece suit, and it just, man, his dry cleaning bill's got to be insane. Wes Hopkins, Carl Mecklenburg, and Ernest Biner. So, yeah, I think Michael Irvin is currently dealing with some court issues with something that happened during the week of the Super Bowl. So, hopefully that doesn't turn into a problem. Well, apparently it already is a problem, but hopefully it doesn't drag on too long, because that's quite unfortunate. Whatever happened. Alright, let's see what else we have. We have Todd Marinovich. Now we have Jeff Hostetler. Dennis Gentry. Andre Tippett. Dennis Bird. Kirby Jackson. Steve Berline. Then we have checklist number 1 and checklist number 2. Wait, we have 2 of the exact same checklists back to back. Are you kidding me? What are the odds? 2 of the exact same card back to back. Oh my word. And now we got our first football heroes of this pack. Hopefully we'll get more. Let's see what we have. We have a Joe Namath. So we have the potential of getting a Joe Namath autograph, not a Montana autograph that I said earlier. But looks like we have the 1968 AFL MVP. But that right there is amazing. Two of the same card back to back. I've had 2 of the same card in a pack, but I don't think I've ever had one right after the other. Steve Tasker, and lastly, John Alt. So I'm really liking this high series. It's giving some good stuff here. Oh man! So I just read an article, I think this morning or last night, about the XFL currently going on right now. But it looks like the quarterback of one of the teams just got released after it was investigated. He gave the playbook to an opposing team. I mean, golly, that's just man. That dude's reputation is just shut all to hell. All right, Hassan Jones. Who would do something? The money must have been good. Jim Lachey. Michael Kofer. Paul Farron. Greg Jackson. Tim Jordan. Tom Light. I flip this around. Brian Hinkle. Ernie Jones. Then we have Rod Woodson and Brad Edwards. But I mean, golly, to give up the playbook to an opposing team just screams. I mean, I understand teams do whatever they can to get a one-up on each other, but man, that guy must have been quite angry with his team, or I don't know, because obviously if you're in the XFL, your shot of being in the NFL is pretty much come and gone. Oh, look at that. Right off the bat. First card, Jerry Rice with the 49ers. I'll definitely have to put him down there. One of the greatest of all time. Icky Woods. Then we have Sean Landetta. Leonard Smith. Alright, who's this? Matt Millen. I gotta flip it upside down. Michael Brooks. Then we have Kelvin Pritchett. I'll flip it again. Marcus Allen. Lawrence Taylor again. Barry Sanders. Another Barry Sanders. Dave Meggett and Richard Johnson. Wow. I think I purchased the wrong packs. I have like 3 of the low series and only 1 of the high series. So I might have to go out there and buy some more high series with the cards that are coming out. Alright. We have Rufus Porter. George Jameson. Ken Willis. Chris Warren. Matt Brock. So I'll flip these guys over. It looks like, well, we have Eric Bieniemy. John Holland. Felix Wright. Pat Leahy, Boomer Esiason, Mark Higgs, and lastly, Harris Barton. And we're coming to the end of our first stack of 9 packs here. Man, if this was a live streamed box break, whoever would have purchased that stack, I mean, I can't see how they would be unhappy. Alright, let's see what we have here. Looks like we have a checklist for the Green Bay Packers. Then we have Rod Woodson. Oh, Rod Woodson. Sorry about that. I didn't realize my hands were so low. Okay, we have Felix Wright. Then we have another Barry Sanders. This one with a team MVP. Wow. Then we have Keith McCants, Kirby Jackson, Henry Jones. Looks like a rookie card. Pat Harlow, another rookie card. Joe Valerio, Greg Lewis, John Vaughn, and lastly, Michael Jackson. Wow. I'm trying my best not to go there, folks, but it's so hard. it's just, it's like, Michael Jackson's in the NFL. Say, what? You know? So I guess in '94, when they said Michael Jackson was in the Super Bowl, the player was like, no, I'm not. Anyways, moving on. That's low-hanging fruit there. So anyway, so in this first stack, the best cards I saw so far, there was still some Marcus Allens in there, but Jerry Rice, Michael Irvins, Emmitt Smith, 3 Barry Sanders, Joe Namath, Football Heroes, and 2 holograms, one with Marcus Allen, and the other one, I forget his name. He was with the Bengals, and it's hard to see. oh well. I'm moving on. I'll spend half an hour trying to figure that out. All right. Let's see what we have. We have Pat Swilling, another Boomer Esiason, Neil Anderson, Felix Wright, James Francis, and we have our first game breaker card, a GB1. And looking upside down, it's it's another hologram. So it's our third hologram. We have Barry Sanders. Wow, I have to say I like the rotation of holograms again. Our first pack on the second deck, we have another hologram. We have our third different hologram, whereas in the first box, we had all Thurman Thomases. So I really like this box. This box is really cool. Maybe will we get a autograph of Joe Namath? We'll see. All right, John Flannery, Ron Holmes, Cortez Kennedy, Jim Harbaugh, and then the last 3, Gary Anderson, Bobby Hebert, and Nick Lowry. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if I find an autograph, Joe Namath in this box here, I will probably go nuts for about at least 5 minutes. That would probably be the biggest pull I've ever done since opening cards. All right, let's see what we have. We have Chuck Webb, Burt Grossman, Kevin Mack, Ray Agnew, and Johnny Johnson. Heck of a last name. Heck of a first name. Bill Fralick with the Falcons. Ed King. Mark Murphy. Andre Bruce with the Falcons. Tony Bennett. Simon Fletcher. And Steve Walsh. And yes, I am pointing out every player on the Falcons. What can I say? After living here for almost 30 years, they've sort of grown on me. They're like a fungus. And maybe if we find the Brett Favre rookie card, because he was drafted by the Falcons, so I might be saying that again. Alright, so we have, looks like a New England Patriots checklist card. Burt Grossman again. Cleveland Gary. Chris Hinton with the Falcons. EJ Jr. Johnny Bailey. Looks like we got another rookie here. Scott Miller. And that one pack had like 10 rookies, didn't it? Fred Strickland. Mike Munchak. Frank Stams. Louis Oliver. And Chris Dolman. And we're at the 20-minute mark. This might take me a whole hour. I'll try and speed it up. Oh, we have a checklist here with Bo Jackson. That's pretty cool. Jay Novacek. Leo Goes. I'm sorry. Sam Mills. Ray Donaldson. William Frizzell. John Flannery. Let's see, another checklist. But at least we didn't get two of them in a row. Hardy Nickerson. Gene Atkins. Robert Brown. And Thomas Everett. So that Bo Jackson checklist is pretty cool. Not as many star cards coming out of this deck. We got the one nice hologram, and that was about it. Alright, another Dennis Bird. Kevin Green. Mark Bortz. Let's see, we have a Mark Collins. Dan Marino, Team MVP. I put it down, but you know what? I'll just put it. I'll put it right here. Hopefully, we don't run out of space. All right, Bill Romanowski, and then we have another rookie force, Lawrence Dossie. Okay, then we have a checklist. Looks like it's the Arizona Cardinals. Another team checklist with, looks like the Tampa Bay Bucks. Another team checklist with the Cleveland Browns. Good Lord. Then we have another one with John Elway. And lastly, the Buffalo Bills. So that whole pack was apparently the team checklist pack. Quite interesting. So we had one pack with nothing but rookies. Another pack with team checklist, another pack with two checklists in a row, the same card. All right, Greg Lewis, Jay Novacek, Reggie Langhorne, Irvin Randall, Warren Moon. Put him there. Might have to start condensing these guys. Darian Connor with the Falcons. Joe Valerio. Rodney Hampton. Irving Fryer. Another checklist. At least we got one. Curtis Duncan. And lastly, Dino Hackett. Have to start stacking the packs up on top of each other. All right, what do we have? Eric Swan, Tom Rathman, Ruben Mays, Fred Bennett, John Stevens, Leon Seals, Steve Berline. I'll flip these upside down. Ernest Biner, Wayne Haddix, John L. Williams, Jerry Rice. We'll put him with his friend there. And Anthony Miller. I think we have 3 packs left. And we'll be at the halfway mark. That could be some serious ASMR with these with these pack openings. All right, Mike Pritchard, Dan Seliuma, Flipper Anderson, Mr. Anderson, Tim Morley. Yeah, I know. I got. Oh, looks like we have another hologram. All right, Dennis Smith, William Frizzle, Quinn Early. Not to be confused with Quinn Late. Now let's see who we have here. He's upside down. Looks like we might have... Who do we have? We have another Barry Sanders. Awesome. 2 Barry Sanders holograms. Alright. Jim Richer. Jerry Holmes. Kent Hull. Mike Haddix. And Fred Marion, the librarian. I know. That was bad, but the song popped in my head. I'll try not to sing it, but it is stuck in my head. For those of you familiar with the workings of The Music Man, one of the best musicals out there. With, was that Robert Preston? Alright. Ricky Waters. Ron Stark. King of the North. Anthony Carter. Mike Babb. Marcus Dupree. Steve Mongo McMichael. Aaron Jones. Otis Anderson. Pat Swilling. John Stevens. Anthony Carter, and another Dan Marino. Well, apparently maybe I screwed something up because this pack is one deck short than the other, so who knows? we may already be at the halfway part. I'm just gonna. This is why I'm not doing live box breaks with people paying for them, because as you can see, I would have screwed it up already. I'll make sure to do better, folks. That's all fun. Alright. And lastly, we have for this second... What? Anyway. Green Bay checklist. Tim McDonald. Had a farm. Jim Jensen. I'm here all day, folks. Barry Sanders. Once again. Barry, you are all over this box. Mike Haddix, Bubba McDowell, Russell Maryland, Stan Brock, Darian Connor, Leon Seals, Chris Good, and Vesti Jackson. That is not a name I am familiar with. But in this half alone, or starting the second half, we've gotten 4 Barry Sanders cards, 2 of holograms. That's quite awesome. All right. Wow. We got another checklist. Woo! All right. We have Eugene Robinson, Anthony Toney. We have Anthony Thompson, James Lofton, Roger Craig, Browning Nagel, Lawrence Dorsey, William Thomas. Looks like we have a team card. Looks like this is Brett Favre in the front. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Dan McGuire and Harvey Williams. What is this? The Rookie Force checklist. So, man, it's a shame what's going on with Brett Favre. Hate to say it. I don't want to say it's not true, but the evidence is quite overwhelming. All right, so we have the Seattle Seahawks team checklist. We have Don Machkowski, Ron Morris, Thurman Thomas. I have nowhere to put him. You know, I'll move these packs over here, and I'll put that right there. He was another awesome player. Rodney Holman, Bubba McDowell. I think I've gotten like 4 of him. John Flannery, Browning Nagel, Alfred Williams, Leonard Russell, John Flannery, and lastly, Nick Bell. All right, what do we have? It looks like I want to say it's Drew Bledsoe, but chances are I'm wrong. Terrence Mathis, Joe Tolliver, Ian Beckles. Then we have Sean Collins with the Falcons. Will Wolford, Mike Pritchard, Hayward Jeffries, Tommy Agee, Warren Moon, Dan Marino, and Calvin Williams. I had nothing to go with Warren Moon other than the usual laces out. And if you still don't know what I'm referring to, you've got to go see Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. Aerial threats with the 49ers. Vance Johnson. Calvin Williams. Tony Stargell. Johnny Johnson. Jeff Query. And Antone Davis. Percy Snow. Another aerial threats with the 49ers. You know, at least they weren't back-to-back. Right? Aerial threats with the Dolphins. aerial threats with the Oilers, and then an aerial threats with the Eagles. So apparently we are at the end of one stack and then into the aerial threats portion of the distribution at the card factory, I guess. It's amazing. Still no Brett Favre rookie card. We haven't seen any other football heroes. Alright. Looks like we have a Pittsburgh Steelers team checklist. Stephen Baker. Mike Merriweather. Vaughn Johnson. Sam Mills. Mark Boyer. Kelvin Pritchett. We have Sammy Smith. Anthony Toney. Jim Jensen. And the last two are Eric Martin and Ron Morris. Alright, we have 3 packs left of this stack. Oh man. I'll tell you what, those guys, I mean, I'm here at 6 minutes, and those guys that do this for several hours, I don't know. I don't know how you guys can do it. I just don't know. All right, we have a Boomer Esiason team checklist with the. Then we have Brian Hinkle. Then we have Haywood Jeffries. I was gonna say something worse. Fred Barnett. Gary Anderson. Vernon Turner. We have aerial arch rivals between Kansas City and looks like the Seahawks. Steve Christie. Jim Arnold. Vinny Testaverde. Drew Hill and Eugene Lockhart. I remember when they pulled Vinny Testaverde many years later to play for the Cowboys. I forget who was hurt at the time, but it was it was. They were like, man, I think he was in his 40s at the time. Okay, let's see. We have Browning Nagel again. Leslie O'Neal. Haywood Jeffries. Mark Jackson. Without the Menendez brothers in the background. Eric Metcalf. Brett Farinars, I guess. Craig Taylor. Flash 80 card with Jerry Rice. Well, I guess it's a Saturday checklist. Okay. Then we have a Deion Sanders, Atlanta Falcons team checklist. Then we have the Eagles checklist, and then the Dolphins checklist, and then the Cowboys checklist. Another run on the team checklist there. And the last pack of this particular stack. Alright, we have the Buffalo Bills team checklist. Alright, Val Sukahima. Tommy Aji. Thurman Thomas. Alright. Alright. Harry Hamilton. Michael Brooks. Rich Gannon. Man, they flip these cards all crazy, aren't they? Jerome Brown. Carl Banks. Another Joe Namath. Football Heroes. Not autographed. That's too bad. We'll put it right here. That would have been nice. That would have been a surprise. That would have shocked me because I thought it was a team checklist, and if that would have had some writing on it, I'm like, oh, wait a second. We pulled an autograph, folks. But no, that was not to be. Alright, so we are in our last stack. 9 packs to go. Will we pull any more holograms? And will we pull the ever elusive Joe Namath autograph? My thoughts are no, but I'm trying to stay positive. But I am a realist. Sometimes excessively so. Sometimes to my own detriment. Alright. Bruce Pickens. Jim Everett. Whatever you do, do not call him Chris. Wade Wilson. Herschel Walker. Goodness gracious. He ran for Senate here a few months ago. That was a mess. Ernest Biner. Aaron Cox. Brian Mitchell. And then we have Chris Jack, Bill Romanowski, Gary Plummer, Ron Holmes, and Mike Gunn with the Falcons. That looks incredibly off-center, but I'm not sure. Alright. Aerial threats with the Oilers. Then we have Rod Bernstein. Or Bernstein. Dennis Gentry. Mark Jackson again. Al Noga. Marv Cook. Randall Hill. Andre Tippett. Ray Agnew. Charles Haley, and Brent Jones, and Martin Bayless. Alrighty. Okay, looks like we have Brett Perriman, Icky Woods, Anthony Toney, Fred Barnett, Anthony Thompson, Scott Mesereau. Arch rivals between, looks like the Falcons and the Oilers. Kind of hard to tell. Alright, Asera Tualo. And we have another Football Heroes with Joe Namath. It is the 1972 400 yards. Alvin Harper, Mo Gardner, and Randall Hill. Woo! I really need a drink here. I'm kind of parched, but I'm going to power through here just so we can get through this. We're already at almost at the 45-minute mark. I have a pile of wrappers here on the floor that I have to clean up. Alright, Cornelius Bennett. Then we have Tom Rathman. We have Mark Rippon. Tim Worley, Greg Jackson, Gary Plummer, Kenny Walker, Anthony Heck, okay, Don Griffin, Dwayne Harper, Chet Brooks, and Cortez Kennedy. Just a few more. That'll be it for this pull. I think I'm gonna really look for another another high series. I had purchased the high series and the person sent the regular series, which was unfortunate. I'm not going to complain, but I'm definitely going to order another high series. All right, Greg Lewis. Ben Smith. Martin Bayless. Carl Zander. Anthony Miller. Hugh Green. Mike Kroll. Nick Bell. Scott Miller. Keith Traylor. Daryl Lewis. And Jeff Bram. We are down to 4 packs. I still need to get a low series 1992 box, so I think that'll be next on my agenda for Upper Deck Football. All right, who do we have? We have Todd Light, Jay Novacek, Thane Gash, Brent Jones, Rod Woodson, Keith Woodside, Shane Curry, Gary Anderson, Harry Hamilton, Eric Green. Then we have Floyd Dixon with the Falcons, and Vahan Johnson, however that's properly pronounced. All right. Okay, Jeff Herod. Looks like we have a hologram in here, so we'll see what we get. Jeff Herod. John Majkowski. John Stevens. Sam Mills. Jimmy Jones. Steve Smith. And then we have Henry Jones. And who is our hologram hero today? He's upside down. Looks like it is another Marcus Allen. So one I did not bend up this time. And then we have another Football Heroes. Does not look like it's we have a double. We have the Joe Namath 400 yards. Alton Montgomery. Clay Matthews, Carnell Lake, and Paul Fearon. So that was pretty cool. We got a hologram as well as a Football Heroes in the same pack. I don't think we've experienced that in either the first opening or this one. So that is pretty awesome. We are down to our final 2 packs. Will we get a Brett Favre? Inquiring minds would like to know. All right, another Jerry Rice. Brian Noble. Chris Spielman. Hobie Brenner. Ron Rivera. I think he's currently the coach of the Commanders. Greg Davis. Daryl Lewis. Bert Grossman. And looks like we do have a Football Heroes. And it's the very last card. So it's potentially an autograph. Or is it the first card that's... Let me look. Because I could say the wrong thing here. Yeah, 18 out of 18 is the potential autograph card. So, man, I'm psyched. Ben Smith, Jay Novacek, and then we have Ron Stark. Is this an autograph Joe Namath? Let's see. You know what? I'm I'm gonna hold it right there, and I'm gonna open up this last pack. uh, that's got me. That one's got me. So we'll go ahead and run through this pack real quick. Wouldn't it be cool if it was in this pack instead? Alright, so we have a Steve Tasker, a John Alt. Oh, we have 101 and 102 right behind each other. That's pretty cool. We have Steve Young. We'll put that right there. Oh, 101, 102, 103. Wow. So we have Tom Rathman and Jim Lachey. Wow, that's interesting. Ricky Ellison, Frank Reich, Jeff Query, Pete Stoyamovich, and then we have another Football Heroes, but this was number 10, so it is the Joe Namath when he was with, I guess, Alabama with the Crimson Tide. I did not know that. Tony Casillas. And then we have a Keith Woodside. And then we have Rod Woodson. Brett Jones. Thane Gash. And then the last two we have Todd Light and Bill Brooks. So no Brett Favre in this box, but we still have the potential of an autograph Joe Namath. Whew! All right. Will we have? Will the football card, whatever, shine their light on us? We got some Steve Youngs, a Thurman Thomas, a bunch of other cards. Will this be an autograph? Let's see. I'm actually, I won't say I'm nervous, but I am rife with anticipation. Let's see. Let's see. It's not looking good, folks. Not looking good. No. No autograph. That is unfortunate. Man, I would have definitely lost my mind on that one. But we did get, we got quite a few. We got the Crimson Tide. We have 2 of the 400 yards. We have 2 of the last card, and then 1 of the AFL MVP. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty good haul. It would have been awesome if it would have had an autograph, but you know what? It's all good. So there you have it, folks. We have Steve Young, a couple of Thurman Thomases. We have a whole bunch of the Football Heroes. We have 2 of the Barry Sanders, 2 of the Marcus Allens, 1 of the, and I can't remember who this is to save my life. It was with the Bengals, wasn't he? It's hard to see his name. Okay, James Brooks. Okay, with the Bengals. And then we got 4 Barry Sanders, 2 Michael Irvins, 3 Jerry Rices, 3 Dan Marinos, and Warren Moon. 2 Warren Moons. I don't think there were no John Elways except for the checklist, but we got a bunch of those in the low series. So all in all, this was still an awesome haul for a box that was like $20. I definitely am gonna, after I put these away, I'm going to look for another high series of 1991 because this was actually really fun. We got way more than I expected, and I will probably put these away and maybe check some of them to have possibly graded. We'll see how it goes. But I still like these. These are awesome. This was way cooler. I've already said it. Way cooler than I expected it to be. I'm repeating myself. I don't know why. I'm parched, and I really need to stop talking so I can have a huge glass of water or something. But anyways, guys, what do you guys think of this particular box break of the 1991 Upper Deck Inaugural Edition High Series? Do you think it's pretty cool? Let me know. Post in the comments below. You can always hit the like button, and if you really want to do me a solid, you can always subscribe. I did get my first subscriber earlier this week. Shout outs to the individual that did that. The name is not coming up to me. I'll try and shout it out next time I do one of these videos. Thank you so much for subscribing. But you guys can always join in and subscribe as well. And I'll do better to shout out to whoever subscribes in future videos. So thank you guys oh so much. And I'll talk to you guys next time.